I'm back at the next job. I got a culvert to put in here. This has been kind of an ordeal in itself because it's actually off of a state highway. So I have all the prints. The funny part was that they have more prints for the signs and cones and kind of where they want the pipe versus what they want around it, how they want to compact it, and all that. And this is the same guy that I just did the detention pond for. This is his next little project he's got going on. He was able to have the county bring, I guess they provided the pipe, and then they were going to provide the signs and cones, which they did. Only problem was, by the time I got them set up, one of the state cars pulled in and was kind of looking it over. Actually measured the distance of it, and on his prints he had a road work ahead and a shoulder work ahead sign. Only problem was the county doesn't have a shoulder work ahead sign, and hardly anybody in town has one. Well, that's the sign that the state they would prefer, or actually want. They didn't say that on there anywhere. They just had the two signs. So I got a road work, or it was it is now a shoulder work ahead sign way down there, and then there's no at this other end, and then I had to put these cones up right here. But I spent almost 3 hours making phone calls, and I finally found a guy north side of town that happened to have two shoulder work ahead signs. So by the time I did that, I ran back into town, went ahead and got the loader because it was here. Now I'm going to start stripping the grass off, what I was trying to do this morning. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I try to kind of find some of this stuff ahead of time, so I guess it's kind of my fault for not planning ahead better. But I kind of mentioned that yesterday to this guy about trying to go ahead and get the signage and cones and stuff like that. But I guess he'd already talked to him at the county, and they said they'd be more than happy to provide the signs, so he wanted to go that route. I don't do a whole lot of stuff on commercial sides and stuff where there's a lot of prints. I really don't do anything on the side of like state highways and such. So, I mean, I made sure I actually wore my boots, jeans today. I got my Let's Dig high-vis orange shirt on because I don't have a vest, which I probably need to get. I've actually got, can't really see it, but I got a piece of riprap sitting there. I got 60 feet of culvert to put in, even though the driveway is not 60 feet wide. I also had everything located. There is a fiber optic line out here at the bottom of this ditch, a phone line behind me, and there's a gas main that runs underneath here. I'm not really super worried about all that because I'm not technically digging down. I'm basically just going to strip the grass off, and then the pipe's just going to have to lay basically right on the ground because I don't know how it worked out, but where the pipe and the driveway is going to go is the lowest point of the ditch. I think the ditch is supposed to flow that way, but it is very hard to tell. None of it's been real maintained. So I'm just going to strip the grass off for starters and then get my laser out and kind of see which direction it's supposed to go. He is going to have to blacktop this and then put some curbs on the sides. I'm just supposed to get the pipe in and do kind of the rough end. And I don't know how everybody else that watches this channel's states are or what they say, but he actually wants me to use this clay that we have down here in rock to bed around the pipe. He said he likes that better than using like crusher run to bed piping, which I thought was a little different, but you guys may let me know. Maybe that's the norm. I don't know. I got to build it to their specs, so I'm gonna put this rock and clay around it. In order to get it ready for asphalt, I've got to bring in and put 4 inches of crusher run, or we call it base rock here, and then I got to put 6 inches of asphalt on here. So like I said, I'm just doing the prepping for the asphalt part, so I'll bring in a load of base or two. Didn't really want me to put the riprap along the sides of the flares. He said he'd rather just have it dirt, but by the time we were done talking, he told me if I wanted to, I could put some around the flares and beat it down in there, but I guess they don't normally do that. Enough yakking, let's get this stripped out so we can put pipe in. I'm gonna get the loader out and kind of dress this end of it up and get that grass out of the way, but from this end to that end there's exactly 7 inches of fall, so the ditch does gradually run that way. It's just with the grass is kind of tough to tell, so I'm going to, like I said, slick this up, skin this up, get that grass piled up out of the way over there, and then the culvert we're going to line up with that other one down there. So I think kind of right through here, just to the left side of where that grass is a little lighter, kind of right through there is where this new pipe's going to go. So we'll get this slicked up and get it set in here. Make our way up here and get a piece of pipe. County or whatever dropped it off, and it's two 30-foot pieces of 18-inch galvanized pipe. Still want the galvanized, so, and then I got a like a collar or whatever where it bolts around. And then I got those two flares on the end. fan of the galvanized. It's kind of a pain to work with and stuff, but that is still what the city and stuff requires, so you just kind of got to go with it. If I would have been thinking a little more, I would have just brought the forks. But I was kind of in a hurry to get the loader and get back out here, so I just grabbed the loader. Center of this needs to be. Okay, now we'll go get the other one. We are back again, and I look to have a different attachment on the end of my excavator. My Werk Brau, I think they call it a grading rake, showed up this morning, but I'm going to kind of use it for, I don't know, brush and such like that for clearing, but they build it, you get the number on your thumb, so they build it to fit your thumb. nice. But it's the 36-inch grading rake, they say, but I think it'll work good for when I got brush and saplings and junk like that, and even kind of small trees, what they show, just ripping out and cleaning up. Because I've got, I think I've actually got, you can kind of see that fence through there with all the overgrown junk. I've got all that. And there's some more of it up here and some bigger posts all ripped out because that's going to be part of this parking lot out here. And then I got that tree, 2 or 3 of those to take out and pile up. So yeah, I don't know. I ordered it quite a while ago. It seems like it would be handy for brush and such where you don't have the bucket for getting extra dirt and stuff like that. I don't know. I may not use it all that. I know Cotton Top's got one and likes it, but I don't do as much of the brush clearing stuff. But, hey, you know what? I may get into it. I don't know. I think I just have an attachment addiction now that I have the quick coupler. But it's one more thing to add to the arsenal. And we're back this morning, and we're going to, I gotta scratch out the ends of this pipe so I can get these metal flares put on, and then we'll start doing our backfilling. Well, that's how those bolt on. They just got a big band and a nut. You just wrap around there, and just crank it down. An end patch would have been nice, but I still got it with this. But you, I guess, take a Sawzall, cut that off, and then run a deep socket down there a little bit further. But I'm just not a big fan of the galvanized. These don't usually. It actually worked out better than what they normally do. Usually they twist and bend. And then I filmed, but it was on burst pictures last night. It was the same thing here. That's where these two pieces went together, and they just kind of slide over and around, and you just kind of crank them down. Here's this end, so I'll dress it up around the ends of it. I gotta take some pictures of it. The state's supposed to come by and inspect it before I backfill it, but he was really cool. He told me I could just get some pictures of it and text it to him. He can look at it, and then because he doesn't know if he's going to make it by here today, so it doesn't hold me up. But then once we get that done, I'll get the loader and start bringing in that red clay. I guess 10 inches down from that, because then I got to put 4 inches of base rock over the top of it. Then they'll put 6 inches of asphalt, at least to the, I guess the fence line to the end of the easement. So yeah, now that's all out of the way. It's mostly just machine work. almost like scrub brush stuff, and just kind of scrape it right down to the dirt pretty much. Just what I saw with a lot of them. I mean, I know you can do kind of the same thing with the bucket, but it just seems like you can maybe get a little less dirt. I like it that the thumb lines up with it. So yeah, maybe you can over there. That was kind of my thought process, was just like if you get a whole bunch of that junk right there, it should just pop that out pretty easy and not be as much dirt and junk. And it's nice that the thumb line's right up. I figured I'd probably go through here and try to pull that bob wire out, and then just kind of go back and rake all this junk up. This is all going to be parking lot, so it's got to come out. He's got some bob wire over there, just kind of piled up. So I'll try to pull it out and not have it all mixed with the brush. We'll go parking for the night. We'll get back in the morning. See where we're at on the driveway. I got to get a better setup. Or the state guy's got to come by and kind of look at that, because I'm supposed to put 4 inches of base and leave it 6 inches low so they can get a blacktop. I guess he's also got to pour like little stem walls over the culvert and then around to the property line, and then put some curb and stuff on there, which kind of makes sense, because the way it's now, it's almost like it's either going to hit the pipe or it's just going to run around it and come out here in this field. So that's all I got to be built up or have something done with that. So he's supposed to be by in the morning. Let me know on that. I may go pluck out a few more of those trees over there, and then come back and work on cleaning up this mess, and then we'll start stripping the grass and see if I can get this parking lot going. But that is the plan for tomorrow, and then eventually I got to put a I don't know whatever the dimensions are for a building pad, 40 by 60 I think. So, yep, that's the plan for tomorrow, so we'll catch you guys then.